Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? So my camera just did something really strange. Anyway, I hope it doesn't affect the video or anything, but yeah, it was just kind of weird. The screen just kind of shifted. But anyway, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Um, anyway, the other day I did a video, talked about some stuff. I went out, Tracy and I went out thrifting and went to some vintage stores and things like that. And I picked up a couple more collectibles for the museum. And one of the things I picked up a Frankenstein from Son of Frankenstein. I picked Frankenstein's monster, that is, a little Jack Sparrow, and the Psycho House, a little model of the Psycho House. Now I just realized this thing is actually cooler than I thought. And I mentioned in the other video that I was already sort of painted. It's a little bit rough, but it's a black and white movie. But I decided, and even though I've admitted more times than I can remember, I'm terrible doing models and I'm terrible at painting them. So, but I figured this one's, there's not a ton of like craziness going on. So I decided I am actually going to try to attempt to paint it. And if it doesn't work, then I can just do it all in gray again and just have it as it is. But I'm going to do some like dark browns in all the wooden stuff, and then maybe paint the tiled part of the roof here and the top a little bit of a darker color. Might probably keep this as it is, just because I know I'll fuck it up. I'm not gonna lie. But there's a couple things that make it easier, which I'll talk about in a second. But all these little staircases and things, I'm gonna do all those in like wood color, like a dark brownish, I should say. Maybe like there's a few rough spots in here you can see. But I found out something about this by accident today. But when I bought it the other day, and when I was in the store, I lifted it up and I go, and that kind of come up, and I was like, oh shit, okay, well I can just glue that. It's no big deal. But then today I got curious because there was a hole in the bottom. And I know I mentioned this the other day when I was talking about it, about the hole being in the bottom, and maybe I could put like a light, one of those battery powered like tea lights or something like that, something small that can fit in there. And then I tried it with my phone flashlight, and the windows didn't light up or anything. So I was like, oh well, maybe that can't be done. But anyway, the lid isn't properly secured, the roof, so the roof can come off. Because I kind of lifted it up on purpose to see if it would come off so I can paint it and such. But when I opened it up, I took the top off, I saw that inside. Now, if you know anything about the film Psycho, Norman Bates, he dresses up like his mother, has conversations with her. She's passed away, she's dead, and then, spoiler alert, well, the movie's like, what, 80 years old now, 40, 50, 75 years old, 76 years old. If you haven't seen it yet, that's kind of on you. But I think everybody knows the ending anyway. It's Norman Bates dressed up as his mother. Her actual corpse is in the basement. But anyway, there was this. So I just saw that. But then when I looked at it closely, there is a tiny little mom, or I guess it would be Norman Bates dressed as his mom, in a sitting position. And then if you look inside by the window, and this would be the window that you would see her silhouette in the actual film, or his silhouette, but there is actually a little bench that it would be sitting on. Then I discovered that all these black windows are just electrical tape, that whoever put the model together just put electrical tape over top of it to blacken the windows. So I'm all right. So that's not so bad, because I can peel that off. And then what I want to do is find like some opaque, something dark that I can put over the windows. And I can paint the little figure like black or a dark color, glue to the bench, and then put a light in the bottom, and it'll light up the windows, but it'll still be dark and be spooky with some atmosphere, and you'll still get the outline of Norman as his mother sitting in the window. So that really got me when I found this, and then I just, whoops, that would have sucked. Ooh, smash, I ain't painting it now. But when I discovered it was just electrical tape that I can just peel off, that really got me inspired. Okay, I do really want to paint this. Some of the windows, I don't know, I might have trouble getting to, like in here. Those, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous, but because I can't take the whole thing apart without breaking it. So I'll figure something out. But I do really want to paint this. I'm gonna maybe get a sponge and dab the paint on all over here. Give the staircase maybe a little bit different color if I'm feeling ambitious enough. But for me, I'm not talented with paint. Try and get in all these little cracks there with like a little fine brush, or even maybe the tip of a pin or something, and just slowly just kind of fill it in with a little bit of color. But now I'm actually really excited to see how it comes out, and I will definitely be posting the after. Even if it turns into shit and it looks like garbage, I'll still post it just to say I tried. But yeah, and there'll be like a little light. I see you. Well, actually, I don't. But anyway, put a little light in there, and it'll light up, and I think it's really gonna pop. I think it's gonna look really good. And once it's all done, and I can get a light in there, obviously turn the light off when I'm not using it, but just to show it off, I think it's gonna look really, really cool. So something to look forward to. And if you're a fan of Psycho and you want to comment below, I don't even care if it's the Vince Vaughn crappy remake from the 90s. Anyway, there she is, all tiny and shit. But let's see if there's anything else written in here. I think it's just a sticky note folded in half. Anyway, I don't want to lose that. So, but yeah, if you're a fan of the film, Alfred Hitchcock fan in general, yeah, drop a comment. Tell me what your favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie is. Mine actually isn't Psycho. It's actually Rear Window. But Psycho is still an excellent, excellent film. And if you want to subscribe, help me get up to 1,000 subs. I'd really appreciate that. Like, comment, like I said, talk about your favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie. If you like Psycho itself, tell me all about that. And I will get back to you because I do enjoy the banter. And I guess that's it for this video. And until the next one, bye.